searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found in.
Good morning again. So, yesterday, yeah, and still today. Today's like a 50-50 day, but yesterday, man, I was knocked out. I already wasn't feeling that well the day before, but so essentially I just slept, and Sunday I slept until like 10:30. This morning I kept sleeping. Ugh. So anyway, I hope everybody's having that amazing day today. And what are we doing here? We are doing our morning meditation, chance to check in with the universe, taking a breath, making sure feet are flat on the floor, butt's comfortable in the seat. So, the question is one second. I thought I'd close the door since somebody else is trying to sleep. So still the question is, what are we doing then? We are checking in with the universe. Good morning, Angelina. We're checking in with the universe, seeing how things are. Taking that breath. Again, feet flat on the floor, our butt doing the kitty dance in our seat. Where is our shoulders at? And where's our neck? This is where we can check in with the universe. The universe holds up a mirror, asks us what do we see, and we use the tarot for that. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you. So, and tonight I am going to be doing the Tarot Tuesday, and it's going to be looking at what I always talk about is the omens and coincidences. What does that even mean? So it's about omens and focus and clarity. It's essentially what's on the table and how that affects real life. So, there we go. I do feel a little bit better, man. So I'm going to make our 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe, like each one is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, then it's like each one of these stacks is a different thought, or it's like a different path that will lead us in a different direction, because this stack is going to go in one direction. These cards are a totally different conversation from this stack. So, which path would we like to take? Which string would we like to pull? Let's go with what's at the heart. Let's go with the center. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. I'll tell you, I still feel like I'm waking up though. You know that feeling after you get a fever? But again, there are no coincidences, and everything's an omen. So yeah, that should be interesting to talk about tonight, because it really is more about taking what's on the table, the cards, and how they can actually apply to our lives. Because sometimes people do that. They'll do their spread in the morning, but then it's like, do you actually apply it? Do you think about it at the rest of the day? So let's turn each card over one at a time, like it's the pages of a book. This morning we have the Pope. So what is the Pope? When we think about the Pope, it's not about religion. This deck's from the 1500s. So it's more along the lines of those things that gave us our rules, our traditions, the things that we have to follow. And it's the same thing that can apply with work or our, social groups or our family or anything that says these are the rules. And this can be good because they are the guidance we might need, but also sometimes it can put us into a box. And to find the answer, we have to get out of the box. And then we see the 10 of coins. So, sometimes whether things in our lives are going really good or really bad, this is a card about achieving food, home, shelter. Tens are about completion, and coins are home, finances, health, and all those things that keep us grounded. So this is just a focus on those things that are the foundations of what we achieved. Doesn't mean wealth or anything like that. It means those things that we do have that we can cherish. And so looking at these two so far, it's the traditions maybe that we've built up over time that help to keep us so that we do have a stable foundation. But let's see what the next card is. It's the Four of Cups. So now we have something going on here. So we have the Pope. And again, that is rules, regulations, everything that's the foundation that we've learned growing up, all those traditions. And it gives us this solid background. It's, with the 10 of coins, it's the things that we've achieved up till now. But cups and fours. So fours are like the four legs on a table, the four legs on a chair, the stability that we always talk about with the fours. But cups are the element of water, and water is meant to flow. When you have 4 cups, you have that stability of water where the water's still, water goes into a lake. If that lake doesn't have an outlet where the water can flow, the water can become stagnant sometimes. Old traditions, what we've established, and again, 10s are about moving on, but the 4 of Cups, I'm getting this feeling of what we did before might not be where we want, might not be what is needed for tomorrow. Good morning, Samreem. So that's where it's going to come down to what the advice card is telling us, because this can go a couple different ways. And it's the Queen of Swords. So when we look at the Queen of Swords, she might even be pregnant here, right? So swords are what? Swords are about clarity. Swords are about ideas, thoughts. Sometimes there are anxiety. And queens are that earth mother. So again, as I always say, cards are not masculine or feminine. They're not male or female. They're masculine or feminine. So this is that feminine ideal of nurturing, taking care of ourselves and those around us. Emotional stability is what Holly's saying right here. And that's a good point. Now, so here we see her with the sword. So if it's justice, or if it's the King of Swords, their sword is absolutely upright. Notice hers is actually tilted a little bit. So, again, as I always say, court cards could be us, it could be somebody else, or it could be part of a situation. When I see the Queen of Swords, she has clarity of thought. She sees things the way they are, but she also has emotions that go behind it. The Pope card is a very masculine card. These are the rules. This is what we do. You know, and sometimes that's important to help us get to this 10 of coins. But sometimes when we're rigid or when we just do things because it's out of habit, it's what we've always done, things do become stagnant. Whereas the Queen of Swords, she's going to say, you know, taking care of things is important. You know, having the emotion that goes with it is important. Seeing things clearly is important, but there's you know, there's the rule of law, and then there's what's right. It's, you know, are we seeing things in a way that it's like rigid? This is how things have always been done. This is how I've always done this. It's kind of asking, do we feel stagnant? What areas of our lives are we feeling stagnant? What areas, what parts of our lives have become complacent? Things that we've done in the past helped us to get to the 10 of coins, but when we look at the numerology 1 to 10, 10 is that completion and what we do with the completion. It's a 1 and a 0. It's there until we're ready to transition. So for today, we need to take the clarity and emotions of the Queen of Swords and look at that area of our lives that might have become stagnant. I mean, is it just the fact that we need to clean out a closet? Or is it just the fact that we've handled our bills one way or didn't handle our... But the things that got us to where we are today, are we just riding on that? Are we just kind of like kick back now? It was good enough. Let's just stay here because things are nice and solid. But again, you know, after a while, things become stagnant. And of course, since we have the one major in here, the minors are our day-to-day cards. The majors are the ones we always pay attention to. These are our destiny cards. So this is something that's very ingrained in us. Might have been exactly what we needed to learn at the time to get where we are. But what is it that we need to do to get the water flowing again? We need to ask the Queen of Swords that. This could be, court cards can be us or another person. But it's time to take things to the next level. And that's what this spread is about. Taking things to the next level. Instead of just sitting back on our heels. Taking things to the next level. So, Samrim, are we having general reading? So every morning, I've got like over 600 videos now. I do a morning meditation, kind of just to remind myself and others to take a breath. And reflect on what the cards tell us for the day. So it looks like the Queen of Swords and the Pope need to have a conversation. He's going to say, this is how we always do things, and this is how it always goes, and this is a good thing. And the Queen of Swords is going to say, that's nice, dear. Well, but that's not what we're going to do. What do you mean? Oh, no, that's nice. I hear you. Yeah, they could just have a total conversation, and I know how that conversation's going to go. She's like, that worked for you 100 years ago. But maybe not today. Not for my baby. Because it's time for a change. So, with that, have an amazing day. Have an amazing evening. Everything else that goes with it. Thank you again very much. Take care, and I will be here tonight. Oh, Samrim. So tonight, looking at omens and coincidences in the tarot. It's about focus and clarity, moving the cards from the table into our real lives. With that, have an amazing day, and I will talk to everybody later. Thanks again.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the card.